The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Patriots. Take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Jones looking to throw right away. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10 to the 27-yard line. Second down at 7. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They'll run with Stevenson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. A little juke and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. After one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, here's Pierce. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
We got to be big time now. Yeah. Let's go now. Let's go. Come on, baby.
They'll run on first down with Singletary to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Singletary again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Let's be smart. Let's be ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Singletary trying the left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. To throw again on second down. Jones. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, That's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Folk's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Noah Brown. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They're going to look to throw. Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game of play, and the Texans first down.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Complete to Noah Brown. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Texans.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 8 yards out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone. And
ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. To about the 33-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the 1st half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. 2nd and 6. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. From the 22, Jones. And he finds Montgomery, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Patriots! Anthony Firkser from 4 yards out. And the Pats have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. Dances by him. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go, man. This is the clear before the storm, baby. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. offense on third down tonight? A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on third and inches.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away from the 10. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, it's Singletary. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on third down? A give, Singletary, right side. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down 24-21. A little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Jones. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
To throw is Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. New England's offense set to go. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones, first throw of overtime here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's what it is.
Handoff left side, Pierce. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. And the Texans first down.
Here we go. On the go.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots 23-yard line.
Back to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy, but the team that came